Alright, last round here. We lost the die roll. Looks like we're going to have to mulligan. We have a removal spell, but I don't know. The sand's only good if we draw 2 lands, and they have to be at least one of plains. I guess it's not that bad, but I don't know. It seems pretty greedy to keep. Yeah, mulligan. Okay. This is pretty good. We do want another red source, but I think at this point we're happy to see any land on top. We have a lot of ways to kill that elf, but none in hand at the moment. I wouldn't mind seeing one next turn. The elf deck has been very strong in this format, so if they're playing green black tribal elves, then we could be in trouble. Ooh, Rancor. Now I really want to see a removal spell. I don't mind blocking with the Squadron Hawk here. It takes a mana away from our opponent, and I know they get Rancor back, but at least they won't have a creature to put it on right now. Pretty awkward to put Rancor on the elves on turn 2, because now they can't really use it for ramp. Or if they do ramp out a 4-drop, they're not really using the Rancor. Winter Orb. Okay. So they get an extra mana per turn because they have an elf in play, and we still haven't drawn a way to kill it. Huh, that was pretty bad. I should have not attacked there. Guess we can flash in this white main lion. Actually, sounds pretty great. Yeah, my attack was great. I take it back. This way our opponent is as mana restricted as we are. Our opponent's not going to really be able to flood the board if they're not untapping any mana. So we might be able to just wait until we can play Avarax, but it's going to take a couple of turns. If they play another Llanowar Elf here, that's probably their best case scenario. They can probably untap next turn no matter what and play a 2-drop. And then that discard an elf card is going to be a problem. This card, oh yeah, they do, yeah. They have a pretty good Winter Orb deck. Well, I think we found a game plan. We're just going to untap, play the Blade Wing, and then hope that that kills our opponent. If they have like an Eye Blight's ending, is that the 3 mana destroy target non-elf creature? That would be pretty bad. I think we just have to race. Okay. So we have a lot of 1 mana spells that we can draw also to kill the Llanowar Elf. So if we dodge a removal spell on this turn, then I guess we're all set. But they have 3 mana available, so if they have it, they're going to kill it. So we see a Winter Orb, we see a Rancor. Those are 2 targets for the Seal of Cleansing. Rancor still goes back to their hand, I think, right? Yes. So that's not a great target. But Winter Orb is. Also, Mod Fanatic is, again, a great card. So, yeah, I was right about the X1s being basically in every deck in this format. So, Mod Fanatic seems pretty good. We're going to bring the Margwar Marshal in as well, since we've seen, looks like 3 X1s so far from our opponent. Three Llanowar Elves. Okay. Well, they were the deck that could take advantage of Winter Orb. We just need to draw 1 burn spell. We can kill our opponent next turn. Of course, if I had just untapped the planes, we would have been able to kill our opponent with a Squadron Hawk. Might be able to kill them with the Cathar anyways. If they're going to try to race going all in. Let's see, if they attack us for 5, we go to 4, then they play Shaman in the pack, we're dead. But they can't attack us with everything because they need to be able to tap the elves for mana. So they can attack for 4 and then Shaman of the pack. But then I think we can win with the Cathar. They got to 5 mana. Okay, now we're probably dead. Now we can't race the Rancor. I think we have to untap next turn, play Faith's Fetters. And that'll buy us some time. Drawing lands is good. Basically, you just want to draw lands the rest of this game. Maybe lands or firebolts. Oh, smart. So now we don't gain life, and the Rancor goes back to our opponent's hand. Yeah, that was a smart play. I think we're actually just dead no matter what. See, because I think we have so much removal against what our opponent is doing, but we just didn't see a single one. And we can't beat a Winter Orb without killing our opponent's mana dorks. So I guess we bring the Seal of Cleansing in. I'll keep Keldon Marauders on the play. I'll get rid of the Avarex. I don't think we need the card advantage, and I just want to be a little bit faster. So with 2 wins already, the way the Swiss works, we've already earned enough points to play another draft for free, I guess. Costs 10 tickets or $10 to enter. And you get back, well, 100 points or 10 tickets to enter. And you get 100 points for going 2-1. So we've already earned ourselves another draft, but we're trying to play for, I think, another half of a draft. So I think you get 150 points. If you win, you go 3-0. So that gets us halfway to another draft. And the nice part about the Swiss is that if you just want to play the format and give it a try, the payout is pretty flat. So if you go 2-1, you get to just, draft as much as you want. As long as you go 2-1 every draft, you can keep rolling that into the next one for free with a single buy-in. But if you win the whole draft, instead of being rewarded by like a big payout, you only get like a small payout. Alright, 1 land, and we're pretty good to go with this hand. Again, no 1-mana removal spell, but it's alright, we just want to see another mountain off the top. Our opponent said they're on a bad connection, so it's going to take them a little bit longer to make their plays and make their decisions. Can't tell if our opponent is disconnected or if they are just making a decision. You might want to just skip ahead in the video until you see that our opponent has come back. Then you don't have to wait and sit here like I do. I might try to edit out these like long pauses, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Last time I just posted the video straight through with no breaks, no editing. If this game turns out we have to wait a long time and our opponent never comes back, then I might find a way to edit that out so that you don't have to see it. But if I did that, you wouldn't hear me right now. So if you're listening to this, then I didn't do that and I was lazy. Yeah, our opponent has lost connection to the game. Hopefully they'll be able to rejoin in time, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Or if they're even going to bother. Like I said, if you go 2-1, you already get a free draft, so they might just decide that the connection isn't worth it and just skip out on this round. They've already earned their next draft. Oh, it looks like they actually came back. So our opponent is deciding whether to mulligan, or maybe that was already there. Am I going crazy? Yeah, I guess we make the decision first, so we've been waiting on our opponent this whole time. I got excited for a second. I thought we were going to get to play Magic. Oh, our opponent's here. Wow, did not expect that. Looks like they got back just in time. What a shock. They have an elf. We could bounce it, but I don't think there's any value in doing that. I will next turn. If we don't draw a land, I will at least. Ooh, White Mane Lion. Not the best draw, but also not the worst. So we can Sting Scourger, bounce the elf. Next turn, flash in the White Mane Lion in response to Keldon Marauder's Vanishing Trigger. I don't know if that's the best use of our resources. I guess it's fine. We could also just White Mane Lion at the end of our opponent's turn, bounce the Marauders, and then have Sting Scourger in hand. I guess one question is whether we want to play White Mane Lion next turn or if we want to play Keldon Marauders next turn. So if we White Mane Lion now, we can have White Mane Lion in play, and then Keldon Marauders in play on the following turn, so it just develops our board a bit better. Okay. Guess that's alright. Our opponent can... Well, they're basically going to be forced to take 2 damage here. I don't think they're going to want to trade. Ooh. Wish we were drawing a little more land, but Mog Fanatic is a good draw here. What are the chances that our opponent leaves up 2 black mana next turn? I guess if they do, then we'll kill an elf, which is still good. So if they don't leave up regen mana, then we can just kill the Llanowar Elf. If they do leave up, or sorry, other way around. If they do leave it up, we can kill the elf. If they don't leave it up, we can kill the Wake of Vultures. Man, they got to use the extra mana every turn, so we got really punished for not bouncing the elf, but I guess it isn't so bad. We really like to draw land here. I should have said a red land would have been perfect. So we can attack for 7 damage, put our opponent to 5. Then we have a Fanatic, puts them to 4. Carbonize would do the trick here. That's not good enough. Playing Undying Rage forces a block. I guess our opponent blocks with the 1/1, and we'd have to chump. Actually, don't know if this is even good. Oh god, I'm attacking into a 5/5. Yeah, I figured out it's not good. Yeah, we just got stuck on mana this game. Obviously, we didn't play very well at that last turn there, but I was getting pretty desperate anyways. Opponent's deck was nice. We didn't draw the lands we needed. Maybe playing a Sting Scourger at some point could have helped us win there, but we weren't drawing. We didn't have the burn in hand, so we would have needed to draw both lands and burn spells. Yeah, we weren't going to win that game. Not drawing any of our 4 mana, our 4 1-mana burn spells for the Llanowar Elves really hurt us. Maybe we should have mulliganed, but I think our start in that opening hand was good enough that we didn't need to mulligan to find a burn spell. Either way, we ended up 2-1. Deck was alright. I don't think it was a great red-white deck. It was a little weird because it's like a removal-heavy, just red beatdown deck versus like a red-white tokens deck, which would be the typical deck that you would expect out of red-white. It was good enough to get us to the finals, and we lost to a better deck, so I think that's about the result you would expect out of this this version of red-white. So 2-1, I can't complain, but the deck was not very sweet. For this format, I'd rather be doing something a little more interesting. Not my style of deck, but it got us there, and we can try drafting again next time.